Through the film, I was working on another movie at the time and very much focused on that and not wanting my attention to sway. And I got a call that was like, this is a really big deal, and I know that you're focused right now, but you really have to read this. And I did, and it really said something to me. It really stirred something up in me, and I auditioned for the role very conventionally, and I got it, and I was really, really lucky for that.
I read the book while I was on set a few months prior, actually, and I didn't even know it was going to be made into a movie. And then, when it did, when I read the book, I knew that I wanted to play James. That was, what connected, or what struck with me. But then they actually hired me for the role of Emmett. And I said yes. Of course, anything to be a part of that movie, But I felt like I had to take that risk of, losing the job or, anything. I just had to put myself out there, or I knew one day it would come back and, just haunt me. So at least I had to try. So, I talked to Catherine, and she actually gave me this opportunity, and, thank God.
I played Bella, who is the character that you basically see the story through. In the book, it's a first-person narrative. Everything is what she's saying. She tells the story. And she's, in the beginning of the film, moves to a new town, and is never really been accepted anywhere else. Always been a bit of an outsider. And for some reason, people are, taking an interest in her, and she feels that there's nothing special about her at all, and it's just the town is weird, something weird is going on. And then she meets this vampire. She doesn't know he's a vampire, but there's literally a physiological need, it's instantaneous, physical attraction, emotional attraction. It's just mind-boggling. And she really wouldn't be one to give in to something like that, but it's so overpowering and so beyond her that she's driven to basically die for it. She would do anything for it. So she really trusts herself. She's a strong character, and yet very, very naive.
I played James, and I am one of the quote-unquote bad vampires, or baddies, I think they're called. Baddies, yeah. So I hunt humans, basically, and then I come to this world in Washington where they don't, this family of vampires, they're actually living like humans, which is a betrayal to me, in my eyes, that they're not being truthful to who they actually are, and then I see Edward, who's actually even taking it one step further and falling in love with a human, which is, something that you don't do. Being that we're immortal, you don't do it. You'd have to deal with these people, this loss over and over, and be so heartbroken, which they've all gone through. And so it's this, it becomes an obsession, basically. So now I have to figure out why he's doing this and what's making him take that risk, and being that it's Bella, and so I have to figure out why they are all doing this, and I don't understand it. It's something that scares me, and so I just have to destroy it, and so that becomes my new goal, and so I don't even try really to understand, or we don't sit down and have a cup of coffee and kind of go over everything.
Having my face next to that slogan on the Twilight poster. Oh, God, that's such an impossible question. If you had to live forever, I think it would be impossible to live without something that, or someone. It's someone, yeah, someone that you're living for. We're pack animals, and we have mates. That's fundamentally who we are. So probably the same thing that Edward and Bella would live for, which is each other.
Which is, it's still, and to know that you are going to live forever, and if someone else doesn't, it's that question that they ask a lot. In this movie, why would you fall in love with anyone? Why would you live for anything? Really, there is no point if at the end of the day it's going to end. So I would not like to. I would pass on living forever.